In our life, we are taught to make choices and decisions. We are presented with different choices, and it's up to you how will you weigh things out considering the benefits you will gain. What is decision making? Decision making is the process of making choices by identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing alternative solutions. In making choices, there is one theory that we include in studying how to make those choices for the individual interest, and this is the rational choice theory.
Good day, class. For today's discussion, we are going to tackle about the rational choice theory. So, can you please read the definition of rational choice theory? Okay, so thank you. So, in short, it explains the behavior of an individual when making a choices based on their own preferences. You know what, guys? There are three key concepts of rational choice theory. The first one is rational actor. A rational actor, it makes decisions based on logic and reasoning, and not just feelings or emotions. They think about the potential outcomes of their choices and choose the one they believe will give them the best result. And for example is a person choosing between two ice cream flavors, chocolate and vanilla. And they like both flavors, but they know that chocolate is their favorite. They rationally choose chocolate because it will give them more enjoyment and satisfaction. In short, a rational actor is someone who thinks logically and acts in a way that they believe will bring them the most benefit. They make decisions based on reasoning and self-interest, not just on feelings or impulse. The second one is self-interest. Self-interest is the idea that the best economic benefit for all can usually be accomplished when individuals act in their own self-interest.
Imagine a child who really wants a cookie. They know that if they ask nicely, their parent might give them one. That desire for a cookie is a great example of self-interest. Here's how self-interest works in the context of rational choice theory. Self-interest means that individuals are primarily motivated by their own needs, desires, and goals. They want to get what they want, whether it's a toy, a good grade, or simply feeling happy. Self-interest is the engine that drives choices. People tend to make decisions that they believe will benefit them personally, even if it means sacrificing something else. Self interest isn't always about being greedy or mean. It can also be about wanting to make the best choices for your own well being, like choosing to eat healthy food or exercising regularly. Think of it like this. Example: a student who studies hard for an exam because they want to get a good grade. In a simple terms, self-interest means that people are generally motivated by their own wanted needs. They make decisions that they believe will benefit them personally, even if it means putting their own interests first. So, let's proceed to the analysis of rational choice theory. There are two: strengths and weaknesses. So, let's discuss first the strength. There are two there is a strength. The first one is predict things and work sometimes. Let's discuss first the predict things. It's often pretty good at guessing what people will do. Like, if something is cheaper, well, people usually buy it. And the second is work sometimes. In many situations, people do act like they're trying to get the best deal. And let's ano sa weaknesses. Sa weaknesses is not always smart. People aren't always perfectly logical. We might make mistakes or take shortcuts in our thinking. Second is friends and culture matter. What we want isn't just about us. Our friends, family, and what's popular can change what we choose. And doesn't work all the time. Sometimes people do things that don't seem to help them get what they want. They might help others even if it means less for them. Gary Becker, James Coleman, and George Stigler were influential economists and social scientists who significantly shaped the development and application of rational choice theory. They weren't the only contributors, but their work was particularly important in establishing and popularizing the theory. Each made unique contributions applying rational choice principles to different areas of study. Gary Becker is known for extending rational choice theory for beyond economics, applying it to areas like family behavior, crime, and discrimination. He argued that even seemingly non-economic decisions, such as marriage or having children, could be understood as rational choices based on cost-benefit analysis. James Coleman is a sociologist who focused on the micro-macro link in social theory. He explored how individual rational choices aggregate to produce social outcomes, bridging the gap between individual actions and large-scale social phenomena. His work emphasized the importance of social capital and networks in influencing individual choices. George Stigler is a Nobel laureate in economics. Stigler's contributions to rational choice theory often involved applying into the analysis of markets and regulatory policy. His work on information economics highlighted the role of imperfect information in decision making, showing how even with limited information, individuals still strive to make rational choices. The end of the story about people choosing things to get what they want, it sums up the main points that people mostly try to get what's best for them, but they aren't always perfect at it, and other things like friends and culture matter. It also talks about what scientists might study next and how important this whole idea is for understanding how people act.
My name is Saliha Almango. Today we're going to dive into rational choice theory, a concept widely used to explain decision making in economics, sociology, and political science. Before we begin, let me ask you a quick question. What is a rational choice theory? Okay, interesting answer. Now, whatever choice you made rational choice theory, would you argue that you made it rationally? That means you evaluated your options, weighed the cost and benefits, and picked the one that you thought would bring you the most satisfaction or utility. Let's break this down. What is rational choice theory? Rational choice theory, or RCT, is a framework that assumes people make decisions logically and strategically to maximize their benefits while minimizing cost. There are five key principles of rational choice theory. Individualism is a person makes decision based on their individual perspective. Rationality, decisions are logical, not random or impulsive. Utility maximization, people aim to maximize their benefits or satisfaction. Preference, consistency, people preferences are stable and guide their choices. Real information, people make choices with already got information available to them. Let's put this into an example. Suppose a student is deciding whether to study for an exam or play rational choice theory, student weighs these costs and benefits and chooses the option that provides the most value and best their priorities. How is RCT or rational choice theory applied? RCT helps explain behaviors in different fields. In economics, why do consumers buy one product over another? In politics, why do people vote or support certain candidates? In sociology, why do individuals commit crimes or follow social norms?
Good day everyone, my name is Marilu M. Lagahit. Today I will tackle the rational choice theory. So guys, please read the definition of rational choice theory. So now, rational choice theory is a framework used in social sciences, particularly in economics, political science, and sociology to understand and predict human behavior. It assumes that individuals make decisions by systematically the costs and benefits of various options to maximize their personal advantage or utility. Second, and proponent and key figures. First is Gary Becker. Becker extended rational choice theory to fields like sociology and economics, emphasizing how individuals make rational decisions to maximize utility. His work focused on topics like human capital, family behavior, and crime. Next is James Suleiman. Suleiman applied rational choice theory to sociology, particularly in his work on social systems and structures. He analyzed how individuals' rational actions lead to collective social outcomes, such as his book Foundation of Social Theory. Last is George, a key figure in economic theory, contributed significantly to understanding market behavior, rational choice principles. He is known for his work on the economics of information and regulatory capture. Next is the strengths of rational choice theory. First is predictive power. Provides a systematic way to predict human behavior by assuming individuals act rationally to achieve their goals. It works well in scenarios where decisions are guided by clear costs and benefits, such as market behavior, voting patterns, or criminal activity. Number two is parsimony. The theory simplifies complex human behavior by focusing on rationality and utility maximizations. Its straightforward assumptions make it applicable across different disciplines, creating a unified framework for analyzing decisions. 3 is empirical support. Has been tested and validated in various contexts, including economic markets, political systems, and crime studies. Numerous studies demonstrate its explanatory power, particularly in well-structured environments where individuals have access to relevant information and resources. That is the strengths of the rational choice theory. Next is weaknesses of rational choice theory. First is bounded rationality. Assumes individuals have perfect information and unlimited cognitive capacity to make decisions. In reality, decisions making is by limited knowledge, time, and mental processing abilities. This bounded rationality often leads to or heuristic driven choices which our RCT struggles to explain. Two is social and cultural factors. Largely ignores the influence of social norms, cultural values, and collective identities which often guide behavior more strongly than individual cause bear for calculations. In many cases, decisions are shaped by emotional, rational, or moral considerations that fails to capture adequately. And three of lack of predictive power in certain situations. Performs poorly in contexts where references are inconsistent or irrational, such as during emotional decisions making or under stress. It is struggle to predict outcomes in complex, uncertain environment where individuals may prioritize factors other than utility maximization, such as Ernest altruism habit. Next is the summary of the key points of rational choice theory. Rational choice theory posits that individuals make decisions by evaluating the potential benefits and risks of their actions. Offenders are viewed as rational choice decisions makers who weigh the rewards of committing a crime against the likelihood and severity of punishment. This theory emphasizes that crime as deliberate act influenced by situational factors such as opportunity.
So, good morning, class. We are going to discuss a new topic, which is rational choice theory. In our life, we are taught to make choices and decisions. We are presented with different choices, and it's up to you how will you weigh things out considering the benefits you will gain. So, what is decision making? Decision making is the process of making choices by identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing alternative resolution. What are the three key concepts of rational choice theory? So number 1, we have rational actors. Number 2, we have self-interest. Number 3, we have invisible hand. Rational actors. It postulates a utility function which measures the degree with which an individual goals are achieved as a result of their actions. The individual is actually the rational actor because every individual is reasonable and thinking. Every rational actor creates their own decision and choices driven by their self-interest. Self-interest is the idea that the best economic benefit for all can usually be accomplished when an individual acts in their own self-interest. Invisible hand. In the invisible hand is a metaphor for how in a free market economy, self-interested individuals operate through a system of mutual interdependence.
So, good morning everyone. Before we start, open your book on page 22. Before we start, we tackle today about rational choice theory. So, what is rational choice theory? It's a framework that posits individuals make decisions by weighing the potential cost and benefits of various options. It assumes that people are rational actors who seek to maximize their utility or satisfaction, given their preferences and constraints. This theory has been influential in various fields, including economics, sociology, and political science. At its core, RCT rests on several key assumptions. First, individuals have well-defined preferences that are stable and constant. Second, they possess complete information about available options and their consequences. Third, they are able to calculate the costs and benefits of each option accurately. Finally, they make choices that maximize their expected utility. One of the strengths of RCT is its ability to generate testable hypotheses and explain the wide range of social phenomena. For example, it can be used to analyze voting behavior, consumer choices, and criminal activity. By understanding the incentives and constraints faced by individuals, RCT can provide insights into why people behave the way they do. However, RCT also has limitations. Critics argue that oversimplifies human behavior by neglecting the role of emotion, social norms, and cultural factors. In reality, people often make based on intuition, habit, or social pressure rather than purely rational calculates. Additionally, RCT may not adequately account for complexities of decision-making in situations of uncertainty or risk. Despite its limitation, RCT remains a valuable tool for understanding human behavior. By recognizing its strength and weakness, researchers can use to develop more nuanced and comprehensive theories of social behavior. In conclusion, rational choice theory provides a useful framework for analyzing individual decision-making. While it may not capture that full complexity of human behavior, it offers a valuable starting point for understanding why people make choices they do. By acknowledging its limitation and incorporate